Right, remember a long time ago I made this little clay Nedferatu, which is my little original character. Hello. And what I'm going to do today, inspired by my recent little purchase of 2 puppets, I'm going to turn him into a puppet, because I made him nice and baggy and movable like a puppet, but I never got around to putting any strings on him or anything. So I've got my little rotary tool thing and a little drill bit, and I'm going to see if I can very carefully. I started with an awl to create a little hole in his foot for his string. For his hands, I'm quite happy to just tie around the wrist, use the existing holes I've got. But for his feet, I need to make 2 little holes, so I'm going to have a look. So I push my drill bit down. I think I've just lost a section of drill bit. I've got this waxed thread. This will be a bit harder wearing. If I can find the end. I use this for when I make, you know, those little traveller's notebook things. That's what I bought this stuff for, was to use it for that. So all I'm doing at the moment is just running a thread through his foot, so it'll come above the top of his, about 6 inches above the top of his head, something like that. So that's the size, and then I'm just going to tie it. And the advantage with this stuff, once I've tied it a couple of times, is because it's waxed, the knots don't come undone, they stay together. So that's his one. That's one. So let's do the other leg. I'm just putting the wax thread through. Also, it's easy to thread this through stuff because it's so stiff because of the wax. Does make life easy when you're threading this through things. But obviously I use this because it's great for when you're sewing leather together to make notebooks. So I'm just going to double knot the end so that the knot's big enough to not pass through the hole there. So that's those 2 done. That's 2 strings down. Then his hands, because I'm going to replace the hands, I'm not going to worry about being too particular about them, so I'm just going to use the wrist joint hole where I've attached them to the rest of the body. I'm just going to use that. And you want this to go to about the same length as the leg one, approximately. Might have to triple tie this one to make the knot big enough so it doesn't go through the hole. Oh no, double tying is fine, so I need another one on the other hand. Yeah, I'd like to do some videos where, unlike some storytelling with puppets at some point. It's quite fun to make your own puppets as well, so yeah. And I've had this Ned floating around for ages now, and I never got round to actually finishing him off. Like, he's got as far as he's got, and then I left it, but I could have turned this into a puppet ages ago. Right, so that's the main 4 strings, and now I need one to go through his head. I've just got to try and get this. There's like a little loop of thread in the top of his head. I've just got to try and get this to go through. Okay, so I've got these out of like a little pyrography kit. They're designed for like you do like a little wood burning design on, and you turn them into key rings. There's only 4 of these, and I don't use them for that, so I'm going to use these to create my control for my puppet. So it's going to be like that. I'm going to have one either side like that, but I'm going to have them overlapping because I don't need them that far apart, and I'm going to stick them together with my hot glue gun, with my trusty hot glue gun. I may have to connect them with something else later on, I don't know, but hot glue gun's the plan right now. We'll see how well this works, because it's not like mega heavy wood. I just might have to put something through to fasten it, just for the sake of making it more hard wearing. I might bind it actually as well. So I'm going to glue these in place first. So I've got them like that, overlapping side and side. Then in the middle I've put that one. I'm making a giant cross shape, or like a giant X. So have them like that. Okay. Just unplug my hot glue gun because it gets very hot very fast. Okay, so I've got to hang that to dry, to cool down. So that's the essential basic shape of it. Okay, and then I'm just going to decide, I'm going to have, that's going to be, yeah, this is going to come apart. So let me get my string. I will at some point make it out something a bit better, but at the available materials I have in my house, this is it. Yeah, it's coming apart now. That wasn't the hottest it could go, was it? Don't matter. Right, okay, so let's get my trusted string. I've put a nice big chunk of really sticky sellotape on for some reason. Oh, why have they done that? Oh, yuck. Right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get it round like this. If you had 2 wooden lollipop sticks, you could use them for this. They work just as well. I'm not too worried about what I'm making this out of, because you'd never see this. This is obviously the bit behind the scenes, because you wouldn't see this when you're filming a puppet or anything. It's literally just something to support it off the light. But essentially that's my Nosferatu character as a puppet. He's got, I can move his little hands. Hello. Hello. I've got problems with his feet at the minute. I've got one foot backwards, 1 foot forward, so I'm going to stabilise his leg, his ankle joint, so that his feet stay in the right position, and I've got to loosen how I hold his legs together. But that's going to require me unpicking stitches and stuff. I'm not doing that now, but it works as a puppet. And his arms work lovely. Hello. Hello. My name's Ned. So, yep. So a few tweaks is all it's going to need. So as you can see, these 2 at the back are what the legs are attached to. His head's attached centrally, and his arms are attached with the 2 holes in the front. So that's how to make a little puppet controller. I don't know the proper name for this thing that the puppeteers hold. But so yeah, hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.